Ava here on East Coast Angels channel. If you have not yet, make sure to hit that big subscribe button. We're super fun on here. And also make sure to subscribe to my main channel at Ava Veeder. It's just here on YouTube. And yeah, let's get right into the video. Alright, so for this week our theme was storytime videos, and since I only got to really do Halloween on my channel this year, not really here, I thought it'd be fun to incorporate that into my story time today. So basically my story time is about this time I saw a ghost. I've just been in places where, like, I think it's almost just my mind playing tricks on me because I psych myself out so much, where I feel like I've seen ghosts. But my job, I'm called what's called a shift lead, and so I am in charge of closing the store after closing hours. I work in retail, so I work in a clothing store. And so basically, after we close, I'm in charge of closing all the computers and setting the alarm and all those kinds of things, and making sure the store is clean and that everything's done and ready for the morning to come. So basically one night, this was when I was a new shift lead. I hadn't really closed very many times before. I was with this girl who was just a grade older than me. Me and her had become really good friends at this point, and we were closing together, and it was just like a normal night. Everybody left. It's just me and her in the store. Sometimes you're even by yourself there, sometimes when you have to close, but it's just me and her. We're counting cash and all those kind of things that you do when you close. And it was really weird because we have these sensors on our doors that go off when you leave the store with a sensor, just in case of shoplifting, or if we leave sensors on clothes. And they'll sometimes go off if you just like leave something close enough to them with a sensor, but the front part of our store is just furniture and it's no longer clothing. And so it was really weird because the sensors were just going off. It was like randomly started in the middle of the night when we were closing, and it like made us jump, and it was so weird. We were like, what in the world? There was no sensors near the doorway. There was no clothing, nothing. It was just furniture, which never has sensors. We looked around to see if sensors had fallen, nothing. So the sensor, the like door security stopped going off for a while, and we're like, okay, maybe it just was like a glitch, or maybe there was a sensor somewhere and we just moved it because we kind of moved things around. It was really weird, and so we just kept on closing. I kid you not, like 5 minutes later, it's like going off. The alarm is like so loud, and we were like, oh my gosh, what is going on? And at this point we're kind of freaking out. We're like, this is really weird. It's like pitch black outside. It's probably like 9:30, almost 10. We're alone in this store. We're both only like teenagers. I run up and I try and figure out if there's anything. There's nothing. And then all of a sudden we hear kaboom, like a super loud drop, like almost like something that would have been like 500 pounds just like hit the floor. And we froze. Literally, like, we had furniture in our store, so it could have been something that fell on over. Nothing had moved. We looked all around the store. Nothing. And then we saw a huge rug had fallen, one of the ones that we hang. And let me tell you, those things are bolted into that rack. Like, they are completely screwed on as tight as they can get. They would no way become loose from like just falling, like, because the bolts on came undone. Like, they literally, like, it takes like 4 guys to put up these rugs. And we were like, oh my gosh, like, there's no way you could take out those bolts unless you had the tools to do it. And we are freaking out at this point. It's super scary. This alarm keeps coming off and on. We don't know what's going on. And then finally we hear like weird noises, like the ceiling is creaking, which sometimes it does, but this was really already adding so much stress. And then let me tell you, there is a store next to us that closes at the same time. So it could have just been them messing around, but I'm not lying. We heard screaming, like, ah, ah, like somewhere around the store, and we are literally both crying at this point. We are so freaked out. This is a true story. I'm not kidding. We are so freaked out at this point. These weird things just keep happening that shouldn't be happening. We're so scared. She's like playing Disney music. We're trying to get calm and all this stuff, and we're just like freaking out so bad. We do not know what's going on. And so we both like are hurrying. We can't count right. None of the computers are adding up. The girl that I'm with is like freaking out just like me. And so finally we get out of the store and it's good. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that was the scariest night ever. So we come to find out, we tell my old manager about it, and she was like, oh my gosh, what? And I was like, why? And she's like, this used to happen to me. So actually the girl who I was talking to told my manager and told me the story. So apparently our manager had closed by herself many times before, and our security alarm system, basically anytime anything moves, it'll go off and it will alert her, and she would have to watch tape. And she said that she was watching tape and that things were going off, and when she watched tape it just was fuzzed out at those parts, and then she would like stop tape and random things would just be on the ground. Like, I'm kidding you not. where I work is haunted. We've had multiple times where I've been in the back room trying to get like back stock of something or trying to help a customer, and I hear Ava, Ava, and I find out that there's no one back there. Everyone that I'm working with that night is up front. And it is so scary. I do not know what's going on. I've had the weirdest things happen to me there. There's been times where we will like leave a door propped open and like have like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like we'll like have a door propped open and these doors don't like lock unless you manually lock them. And we'll come back and the door will be like closed and locked. And we're like, what in the world? And in our store, even when you turn off the light, there's like lights that shine on these mannequins, and oh my gosh, those give me the heebie-jeebies. I swear our store is haunted. We've had so many crazy things like that happen where it's just been like, I kid you not, there's a ghost in here. Like our old manager would testify to it, where she said that things would move and she wouldn't know what was going on, and the fuzzy tape would just be black, or she'd see random things move in the security tapes. I'm just telling you, we're hearing a ghost. Someone is haunting us. It's a true story. And that basically wraps us up. So have a happy Halloween. Be safe. I hope this kind of gets you in the spirits for that. And just make sure to check out my main channel and check out those Halloween videos. I love you guys so much, and I really hope you enjoyed this story time. I hope it didn't freak you out too much. I just like to take it with a grain of salt and just say, you know, you never know, right? You never know. Bye guys.